Did you just hear that run he just did? Oh, his vocal range, but even still, even adding color, even more dynamics through the crescendo of this song and through the vibrato in his voice. And then that run. Wow. Oh, that was beautiful. It's perfect for you. Ah, she's like singing out of my soul. Sometimes we get lost in our own little world, but it's all so much bigger than we realize. Salim Etzizbe. Hi, that was hello. I hope I said it right in Kazakh. We're going to listen to a song, finally, High Time, by Dimash QUDAIBERGEN and Mansur QUDAIBERGEN. This was put out just a few days ago. We know of Dimash. I've been reacting to some of his work and amazed and blown away. Now he put out something, a live with Mansur and his brother Abil Mansur. And this is a live recorded version of the song Omir. I will follow along with the subtitles as much as possible. Excited to listen to this with you. Make sure to subscribe. And let's dive in. Let's see what Dimash and his brother do here. This family is so talented. Acoustic guitar, piano.
Өмір күндер менен күндер жалғасқан өмір мұң менен шаттық алмасқан сағым болып қалған өмір сүйіктетіп сүюді үйреткен көңіл Қоласит кейде неліктен сырлары көп жалған өмір саған қоштарман самға бош арман ақ бұлттай арманға махаббат өлі талмайтын жараланбайтын болса жалғанда кейде жас көктем боп тым өктем боп дауылдатсаң дағы өмір ризамын мен саған ғашықпын мен саған аялаймын бағалаймын тағдыр жылатпа арманның жолында мені қолдап өмір құлатпа
Takes us on this journey. The low notes here building this level of somber, perhaps suspense, but not suspense in a suspicious or scary way, but in a sense of reflection, somber reflection, to then bring in this airiness that fits to this idea of singing about dreams and clouds, singing as if he is a cloud. I mean, you know what I mean? He's painting with his voice fitting to the lyrics that he's singing. And that's what I love about music. We experience it all in various ways, but also you can paint a picture beyond what the instrument is doing or what you're doing with your voice or what you're singing about. You can blend it in so many multi-layered ways. And I feel like that's what he's doing. Then raising his voice as he sings of hope and life and dreams, right? Reaching higher notes that also fit too with this idea of wanting to reach goals in life. And we'll talk about the lyrics in a second, to now fully singing with strength from his diaphragm and bringing in, coloring in. It's almost like I picture a painting, setting the lines, it's light, it's airy, we're creating lines in the outlet and the silhouette. Now he's filling it in with color. He's coloring in this beautiful picture, and the picture's becoming more and more visible. Like these artists at events, at concerts or weddings, whatnot, where people are painting as the event goes along, and then in the end you see the final picture. It's all being pieced together. The simplicity here of the acoustic guitar and the piano creates a ballad-like feeling, which allows for me to focus on his voice, to focus on the lyrics, which I also greatly appreciate. It's absolutely beautiful. And the lyrics are exciting me. Choose life. I'll talk to you about that in just a second. And I'll tell you why I love this. I also love the fact that the lyrics, to me, are very humble. They come across in my perception, as a way of personifying life, addressing life like it is a person, celebrating it, but also being honest and real about these questions and mysteries we face. And after having seen Dimash's work, The Story of One Sky, and how he tackles this need for peace and unity in our world, despite religions and nationalities and whatnot, it's still beautiful to see the humility of someone who can write a song and create something that shows us. I still don't have it all figured out, right? So anyways, let me go back a bit. Very loving here. Oh, we need to listen to that again. Did you just hear that run he just did? Oh, his vocal range, but even still, even adding color, even more dynamics through the crescendo of this song and through the vibrato in his voice. And then that run. Wow. Oh, that was beautiful.
Кешірім сұратпа Келер ертең тағы жаны жақыт күн әттең Тоқтам жоқ шіркін уақыттың ағын болған жылдар
His range is crazy.
Бақыт көгершіні ұры амалым не қайран өмір ақара алмасқан пахналар басқан ашылар парақтар сапарлас дос табыстырған қош айтыстырған өмір жаратқан теңселтпей кемемді келсең енді қол созғайсың маған өмір ризамын мен саған ғашықпын мен саған аялаймын бағалаймын тағдыр жылатпа арманың жолында әлі қолдағы бір құлатпа қателесіп өкіндіріп кешірім сұратпа кешірім сұратпа
Wow, this is nuts, man. This petite man is just I'm just kidding. If you have seen my very first reaction to Dimash, you'll understand that joke. He looked so small on the stage just compared to everything, and then he opened his mouth and had this just huge voice that I referred to him as petite, as in, you know, the way that he appeared on stage in contrast to his grandiose voice. And people in the comment section were like, he's not petite, he's over 6 foot tall. I've learned since. It just looked that way, you know, optical illusion. But that apart, you know, his height aside, he has this grandiose voice that is so phenomenal. What he just did, you guys, towards the end, oh my goodness, that rasp, the growl, full force, going back to the airy voice, just really, again, from a technical standpoint, phenomenal. That vocal control, the breath control, the ability to switch and to bring in all these different textures with his one voice. But from a poetic standpoint, from a philosophical standpoint, or dare I say, just painting a picture here, it's just so multifaceted and colorful and fitting to what he's singing about, because we're talking about life here. I love that he's personifying life. It's almost like this letter to life, and we'll talk about the lyrics in just a second, but it's this letter to life to me, and where some would address God, right? God, please don't rock my boat. God, please let me reach my dreams. Others would maybe address other people in their lives, right? Don't stand in my way, or don't leave me, support me, whatnot. Here, to address life is I think a beautiful thing. I think is a very unique way to poetically talk about something very, very important, very special. When we look at the basics of human needs, just Maslow's hierarchy of needs, as many of us know, the need for food, for shelter, for survival, and then later on for self-fulfillment, self-realization. That's one way to look at what people long for. But to me, to take it even further, dare I say, deeper, perhaps, I love existential therapy, existential theories, because they allow for us, it's a very complex and also multifaceted topic, but they allow for us to look a little bit deeper. And one of the things that I'm learning that are so special in therapy and in healing in general is the need for relationship, right? We are not textbooks. We don't just need some type of psychological model slapped onto us, right? Diagnoses can be helpful because they allow us to name the issue. It makes us feel better because now we feel like we can work towards a remedy, towards healing. If I know what it is, I can address the root problem. And they're beneficial. But of course, we must not go into the other extreme of thinking we are our diagnosis. We are our whatever label, right? There's this dance. And when it comes to psychology, and we're all about world music and psychology, I believe there is a need for relationship, for authenticity, both between therapist and patient, between friendship in a relationship, and even between us, though we're separated by a screen. You want to see my real reaction. You want to hear a real analysis. Not much can be gained from me just sitting here saying, oh my gosh, if I didn't like it, or vice versa, and then say, subscribe, bye. No connection was built. So I want to connect with you. I'd like for you to comment below, and I'll check through comments as much as I'm able to. How does this make you feel? Not only his vocal performance and this beautiful collaboration between brothers, there's a lot here that can affect us directly, consciously, subconsciously. The fact that it's two brothers playing instruments, that they're so talented, may make some of us reflect on their family dynamics and how they were raised and the gifts that they have been encouraged to refine. It may make us think of our family, and that in itself will evoke a whole host of feelings and emotions. It may make you think of your siblings or lack thereof, some trauma you've experienced, or wonderful memories. Every one of us is going to think of different things right now. Then we look at the musical element. We see an acoustic guitar and a piano. We hear this music. That too will make us feel different things. Comment below. What does it make you feel? Is it an emotional ballad? Does it make you feel happy or sad? Does it trigger you? Does it bring anxiety? What are you experiencing? What are you feeling? What are the thoughts? Think about what you're thinking about. What are the thoughts that come into your mind? And then when it comes to his voice and the various colors that he just painted with, as I said, there was a lot going on here. And last but not least at all, the lyrics. He personified life. He was addressing life. And as I said, where others would address themselves, other people, or God, or some type of religion, he was personifying life, speaking to life, as if a letter, dare I say, a love letter to life. And it was beautiful and it was poetic, but it also dealt with a lot of philosophical and psychological stuff that I want to talk to you about. So don't leave yet. Let's get ready for a deep dive. He begins by saying life. And this is, I believe he's singing in Kazakh. Life that goes on day after day. Okay, life that goes on from day to day. That sentence in itself, I think, is very relatable. We all are living life day to day. To me, that could imply the daily life, the routine, the mundane, ordinary we go through. But also it implies it's an ongoing thing, day to day. We're experiencing life. It keeps going on. The sun keeps rising. Life is full of joy and sorrow, right? Shedding that contrast on what we all know life to be, the duality of life, the ups and downs, the yin and yang. It's gone. Life is a beloved and taught to love. Now, this is interesting. The words "it's gone" to me would imply this is what life is, as he said before, full of joy and sorrow, and then it's gone. It's very fleeting. We're going through it every day, and now it's gone. Our life comes to an end. Life is a beloved. Now, let me go back here. In the I actually don't want to read the subtitles that I found over here, but rather in the video. Life goes on day after day. Life, sadness replaced by joy. Okay, so that again, one thing replaces the other and vice versa. Becoming a mirage, which is an optical illusion caused by atmospheric conditions in the atmosphere. Though the other subtitles said it's gone. So that's kind of interesting. Those of you who know Kazakh or know more about the English translation, help me in the comments below. Those two things can mean different things, okay? Saying it's gone, life is over would imply here's death. But saying it becomes a mirage could imply it becomes this optical illusion. It's this illusion. It could also connect with fading. It's over, just like a mirage fades, right? We think it's real and now it's gone. But also it can be interpreted in different ways. Life that taught me to be loved and to love. Again, a duality here. Giving, receiving, loving, and being loved. Somehow there is a void in my soul sometimes. And when he's saying this, I thought, I love this. He touched on a very important topic in his song, The Story of One Sky, when it comes to just the need for peace and so much war and division in the world. But even here in his lyrics, it showcases to me that there are still questions left unanswered, that there is still a mystery involved, that there is still a void we're left with. We don't have all the answers. No matter how talented or skilled we are, we're all still trying to figure life out. There's a void, a longing inside of our heart. Mysteries in the mortal world. Very relatable. Life, I'm infatuated with you. Here, he touched into an element of a love language, really expressing this passion for life and infatuation that can both imply love and passion, but also obsession, depending on where we're at on that pendulum. To dream like clouds, the tone of love, unceasing and vulnerable. Does it exist in this world, right? This longing for something beautiful, untouchable, innocent, and beautiful. Life that feels like summer or spring or even a domineering storm. Again, hear that contrast. Life is full of storms, but also love. And then again, singing, I'm in love with you, I cherish you, support me on my way. Later on saying, don't rock my boat, right? Don't stand in my way, don't ruin it for me. Tomorrow is another precious day. Time cannot be stopped. Works with the first few verses that spoke of it happens day to day. It keeps going on. Fleeting years. A dove of happiness that will fly. Something very beautiful, fragile, but something that does not last. Doesn't it have a home? What can I do, oh life? Where white turns to black. What a poetic way to speak of life turning into death. Pages will open. It makes me think of this quote where it spoke of living life so fully that death will find your last heartbeat on the last page of your life, right? Living life so fully that when it's time for us to die, whenever that may be, it's the last page of the book. What brings friends together and tears them, makes them apart. Life is the creator. Don't rock my boat. Give me your hand, life, right? This longing for, hey, let's work together. Don't be in my way. I want to live my dreams. I'm in love with you. I am grateful for you. I appreciate you. Don't test me with mistakes or disappointments. Don't make me ask for forgiveness, right? I don't want to have any regrets, perhaps. And the way that he just sang this, I mean, this was absolutely beautiful. What a beautiful dedication to life. What a beautiful way to cherish it. And for all of us to be reminded of that duality, but also the need to appreciate it. What do you think? Comment below, talk to me. I'll see you on the next ride. Ayo! If you want to get yourself some merch, for example, the Choose Life shirts that I'm wearing right now, or merchandise that has been directly inspired by Dimash's work, The Story of One Sky, check the link below to look through my store. The line that I created called One Sky was directly inspired by Dimash's song project movie, The Story of One Sky. A beautiful song. I encourage you to go check it out and listen and watch for yourself. Very inspiring, very encouraging. A reminder that we are all one people under one sky, regardless of our nationalities and religions. And so I created this line, various shirts, various products, that idea of one sky. We're all one people under one sky, and there's a need for us to love one another. So check it out.